A lot of them are standing. They haven't given up. Down by 3 at 4-1. The stretch and the 1-0 pitch. High, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Glenn Braggs. Here's the next pitch. There's a strike, 2-1.
2-1.
Glenn Braggs leading off in the 9th inning. Williams trying to shut the door. Here he comes. High off the outside corner, 3-1. I have read some comments that Tom Troublehorn made the other day about
Mitch Williams is looking for his first save of the year.
Brewer wins at the ballpark. The 3-1 pitch.
And he's walked the leadoff man.
There's the strike. In particular, that game that Mike Mason pitched, when he got a little bit shaky and the crowd really responded, and it's happened before, and not only here, but in many ballparks. The home crowd can really
Couple of left-handers now. Greg Harris.
Well, he's got Brock.
We'd probably see him if it got as far as Rob Deere.
There's a strike.
And a strike to Brock, who's 2 for 3. He's hit the ball hard 3 times today.
Mitch Williams hitting Greg Brock yesterday may have a carryover effect today.
Ground ball.
Brown can't reach it. The tag will come to the plate.
And Brock is 3 for 4.
And those are Coopers you're hearing for Cecil Cooper. 2 on, nobody out in the 9th.
Part of the problem the Rangers had on that was having to have Brown and Fletcher play double play depth left just a bit. They were not able to shade Greg Brock around as far to the right field side as they had before in the game. And that ball able to sneak by Jerry Brown, just a matter of 1 step.
Cooper 0 for 3. The pitch to him. High ball. It's 1-0. Activity in the Texas bullpen.
Mitch Williams breezed through the 8th inning. He's now struggling in the 9th, and that prompts Ranger shortstop Scott Fletcher to give a word of encouragement. Maybe not a bad idea at this point.
Brock to the right.
1 ball, no strikes.
Behind the Cooper, 1-0.
Unless the Rangers get a double play ball, Rob Deere will also represent the tying run.
That one is
for Odabe.
Makes the catch.
1 down.
To retire Cooper. Now Rob Deere.
And we'll see if Bobby has Williams take on Deere. Doesn't look like it.
And here is Bobby Valentine.
Tough decision right here. The way Mitch has been throwing the ball, forgetting about the walk to Glenn Braggs to start the inning. He, as you say, breezed through the 8th inning.
And it's not like Bobby has an overpowering right-hander in the bullpen. But he will go to Greg Harris.
Percentages. Going with the percentages, and Bobby certainly knows them well enough. And it makes sense to do that, but it had to be a tough choice for him to go ahead and go against the way that Mitch Williams is throwing the ball today, because he certainly had a good fastball and just lost the one here. Glenn Braggs on base on balls. Greg Brock really didn't hit the ball that sharply. Kind of got jammed and got it by the drawn in, or the double play depth infield that the Rangers had. Cooper, a little fly ball. So certainly a very impressive outing, I think you'd have to say, for Mitch Williams.
In 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. And now the final 2 outs are the job of Greg Harris. As Williams pitched well and got things set up here at the end, and we'll see how Harris does against Rob Deere and company.
Harris worked in yesterday's ball game, 2/3 of an inning. No hits, no runs. He did strike out 1. Well, Greg coming on here asked to get the final 2 outs of this ball game and preserve that victory for Jose Guzman and break an 8-game losing scheme for the Rangers.
I think Mitch Williams knows, Buzz, that had he not walked Braggs, he'd still be in there, because as long as the tying run didn't come to the plate, he'd probably be allowed to pitch to Rob Deere, but the walk got him out of there along with the base hit.
He'll probably go back and look at that and kick himself a bit. I would imagine Mitch was a little over-anxious trying to overthrow the ball just a bit to get the first hitter of this 9th inning. Well, while we have a second here, why don't we fill you in on the scores from around the American League today. Cleveland shutting out Baltimore behind Greg Swindell 3-0. McGregor took the loss. Cleveland and Baltimore in the second game. 2-2, bottom of the 4th inning. That's Negro and Dixon.
6th appearance of the year.
New York shutting out Kansas City 5-0 in the first. They're scoreless in the nightcap of that ball game. That's Gudeza and John.
Rick Manning is the pinch runner. At first base for Greg Brock.
Down, making his
second base is Glenn Braggs
of the season. Will work to Rob Deere. Deere has a home run today. He hit it in the 5th.
Tying run at the plate.
Here's
in Rob Deere.
A curveball, a big
Harris with the breaking ball. I'll say one thing. If Harris puts the breaking ball where he wants to, it'll be tough for Deere to pull it enough to get it out of here on a windy day like today.
2 on, 1 out.
He's 1 for 3 with a solo homer.
A curveball!
Now he's 2 for 4 with a 3-run homer.
Here and gone for Deere, and they have tied it at 4. Whoa, whoa! The Deere, the second
Bobby said it correctly. If you put the breaking ball where you want to, and that ball stayed right back over the plate. Rob Deere
hit that ball.
Not going to miss a pitch like that, and he crushed that ball.
A towering long drive by Deere.
It's not over yet, folks.
Here's Surhoff.
We're not in extra innings yet.
A curve outside, ball 1. My, oh my.
Rob Deere knew it was gone, didn't he?
The ride continues momentarily. Here's the pitch. Outside corner.
1 ball, 1 strike to B.J. Surhoff.
1 out.
Who played on the Olympic team with Oda B. McDowell and Bobby Witt.
His second of the day. The pitch. Surhoff bangs foul. For Deere, his 7th home run of the season. Boy, oh boy.
Deere now with 7 home runs.
Can you believe it?
And 17 RBIs on the year.
Surhoff, the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out.
2 outs. A hanging curveball from Greg Harris.
Here is Jim Gattner. Now let's get it done in regulation.
Here's Jim Gattner, who's 1 for 2 with a double.
Too much. Gattner stands in now. Here's the pitch by Harris. A swing and a foul, and Gattner tried to take one out of here, 0-1.
The walk came back to be a factor leading off the 9th when Williams walked Glenn Braggs.
2 outs. 3 runs are in. And Gattner with a strike to him. Crowd's going bonkers here. The pitch. Outside a ball. 1-1. Here's the pitch to Jimmy. High at the letters. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Williams couldn't close the door, and neither could
the 2-1
Harris.
pitch. Outside a ball, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike now on Jim Gattner. Cusack throwing the Brewer pen.
Gantner's hit 1 home run this year with 6 RBIs.
The 3-1 pitch. Low, he walked him. Well, the winning run is now at first with 2 outs, and here is Dale Sveum, and here comes Bobby Valentine. Well, I want to tell you
Now,
something.
what does Bobby Valentine do?
You can say what you want about these winning streaks and luck and what have you. But this club has battled back now 2 days in a row after
magic
yesterday.
words to go out there and calm down Greg Harris.
Down 4-1 here in the ninth today.
A little over 29,000, really becoming a factor, pumping up the Milwaukee ball club as if they needed more pumping up than they already have received.
They have the winning run aboard at first, and Dale Sveum is the batter. Sveum hitless today.
1 on, 2 out, bottom of the 9th, tie game.
They stopped
Rangers
his
led
10-game
4-0
streak
at one
yesterday.
point. Now it's 4-4.
He's on now with Gantner aboard. The stretch and the pitch. Outside a ball. 1-0. Paul Molitor.
You've got to get Sveum in this spot. You do not want to face Molitor with the opportunity for him to drive in the winning run.
Tough assignment today to try and make it 12. Harris again to first. Battling back to tie it.
The shadows
Here in
have
the
crept
ninth
up now, just in front of home plate.
Boy, Rob Deere really put a charge in one. The 1-0 to Sveum. Outside. 2-0. There are not too many folks who are seated in this spot right now, everybody. Standing in the upper deck. The bleachers are standing.
The runner is
lower and
Gantner.
upper grandstand. The 2-0 to Sveum. Outside a ball. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. And Molitor next. He's way overdue. 0 for 4 today. The pitch to Sveum. There's a strike. 3-1.
3-1.
All right. 3 balls and a strike on Dale Sveum. Here's the pitch for the runner going. A swing and a foul.
And it's fouled back to the upper deck. Count is full, and now he'll be going again.
Well, here's the ideal situation for you.
A tweener
that batter does
to either gap or one down the line could end the ball game here with the runner on the move.
First moving on the pitch. And
Paul
O'Brien
Molitor is the number 1 hitter on deck.
And he is going to play behind
a walk,
Gantner,
a base
so
hit,
Jimmy
and
will
a
get all
home
he
run
wants
by
over
Rob
there.
Deere have tied the game here in the 9th.
3-2, 2
Gantner
outs,
walked.
4-4, 9th inning. The stretch. Gantner, there he goes. The pitch. A swing and a fly
Long
ball.
one to right.
Field and deep. Get up, and get out of here. Gone for Sveum, and they've done it again. 12 in a row on a 2-run blast by Sveum to win it. Oh, my goodness. Holy cow. Do you believe it?
Steve Busby, the folks at home might think that we're at a loss for words.
I should say it's 4-1.
I just don't know what else you can say. I'm not sure I've ever witnessed anything quite like this.
I don't think I've seen a team that has been able to win so many different ways, whether it be scratching out a run or a big 5-run ninth inning with a 2-run home run, a 3-run home run to come back and win after they really had no momentum at all going into the ninth inning, except for the din you hear here at County Stadium. They have a supreme belief in their ability to win, and the Rangers have to feel, well, snake-bitten, I think, is an understatement.
The Brewers with 5 runs in the ninth on 2 walks, a base hit, and 2 homers. And they beat the Rangers 6-4. They've made American League history with 12 straight opening season wins. And on this swing, the Rangers lost their 9th straight game.
And they have now won
somehow. We'll try to wrap this one up for you in just a moment.
The Major League record is 13, set by the Atlanta Braves back in 1982. The victory today establishes a new American League mark. It erases the mark that was tied yesterday, set by the Oakland A's back in 1981 at 11. And not a body has left this ballpark. They are still standing, and they want this whole Brewer ball club to make one final appearance here today. Man, oh man.
Okay.
Are we coming on?
Closing card.
In the ninth inning,
hey, Dave, we're coming on camera.
5 runs on 3 base hits, including 2 runs.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Slam none to beat Texas 6-4. Back to the totals and summaries after this on the Brewer Radio Network.
Unbelievable. Never heard such a continuous roar during a regular season game in this game of baseball, Steve Busby.
I don't believe these folks believe it's regular season. I think they're talking playoff, World Series, the whole thing, and this is what capped it off. Dale Sveum, a 3-2 fastball from Greg Harris, a man aboard, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth inning. Tie ball game, and it's no longer tied. 6-4 Milwaukee victory. Tying the record, going ahead and winning and bettering the record today, a chance to tie the all-time record that's set by Atlanta. These folks are thinking about 1984.
Everyone's still standing here at County
got
Stadium.
off to that 35-5 start and never looked back. Here's a team that was picked to finish last this year. New manager Tom Trevelhorn. What a way to welcome a new manager to a city.
Clear the winner. Harris the loser. Sveum with the game-winning RBI. They'll try to make it 13 straight tomorrow night at Chicago. The Rangers